Parkersburg City Council held a meeting for the community of Parkersburg to come in and voice their opinions on the town's recycling tonight. All of the people voicing their concerns during tonight's meeting were against the recycling plan the city has. President Andrew Borkowski says council received a lot of feedback from the residents and council will be considering those concerns on the path moving forward. As of now, the next steps for council is trying to change the recycling proposal and bring a new idea to next week's agenda, according to Borkowski. He says tonight's discussion went very well and it gave the public the opportunity to engage.
People are passionate about not only trash but recycling, the sanitation topic. I do know that with recycling there's a lot of different philosophies as far as should it be required or not, and those are always challenges to try to implement decisions that benefit the greatest amount of people without burdening them. So it's always a challenge, and I think recycling is a very good indicative of those ideas.
Borkowski says Parkersburg City Council appreciates everybody coming to Tuesday night's meeting and giving their input.